This is the garage. It's been essentially converted into an operable beauty salon, but we're inspecting it as if it were a garage. This door opens into the living space. It should have a self-closing spring on it. These steps are not dimensionally uniform, and the bottom step is higher than 7 3/4 inches. The electric receptacle outlets on the garage south. The structure faces west. On the garage south wall, the garage south, and for that matter, the north walls, there is no GFCI protection on these. Looking up here on the ceiling, there is no GFCI protection, nor is there electric grounding at that receptacle. This garage overhead door, car entry door, has been decommissioned. And I imagine that it can still work to some degree. It's got the manual lock over here, but the track runs out here. So anything that goes past this track is going to fall off. And it'll just be a disaster. And then, this is the garage north pedestrian door. And this deadbolt does not engage 100%. That's 100%. That's locked. You can't jimmy it. If it's 50%, you can jimmy it. It does not go 100%. So if somebody pulls on this, they think that they've got the protection of a deadbolt, but that's not the case. We've got some typical movement. This is a floating slab garage extension attached to a pier and beam foundation house. We're moving on along here, and what we've got in this bathroom, let's try this one more time. Advanced GFCI. This lavatory basin drains slowly. We come up underneath here, and obviously everything looks copacetic. Everything looks fine under here. I'm gonna make a liar out of it. Let's see how long it takes. Commode. I flushed it a couple times already. Still flush it. We've also, since this is going to be a shorter video than the interior video, and I have time right now, this is wallpaper. Okay, wallpaper is like a petri dish. We do not know what's behind it. Wallpaper holds the moisture next to the paper on the drywall. It's backed up with chalk to make the drywall. So really, essentially, it is a petri dish. So if you peel this off, there's really no telling what you're going to find behind here. And if you find a little bit, less than 10 square feet, the EPA says just get rid of it. Just cut it out. No big deal. But you might pull this thing off and it'll be speckled, and that doesn't mean that it's a toxic mold. We don't know. I have, because of my past experiences, this is a pocket door, and because of my past experiences, I am not going to lock this. There's not a window for me to get out of. Okay, so I'm assuming, just by the fit and finish of everything, I'm really kind of assuming that the odds are better that it would work like it's supposed to. This door, the deadbolt does, this is the garage east exterior door, and it does engage 100%, but the threshold gasket down here is torn just a little bit, and we do not have door stops, is what I'm noticing. This is a sink, the garage sink, and hot and cold, it looks like it's supposed to. It runs like it's supposed to. It, again, pretty boring installation underneath here, which is good. This is very good. Then we're moving on along. This is our hair washing station. And the thing with our hair washing station, if you want to call it that, the thing with our hair washing station is this piping coming right here. We do not have these escutcheon plates. That escutcheon plate doesn't fit. But you know what? There's not a code about how the escutcheon plate fits, ironically. There's not a code about it. It has to be next to the wall. It should be. Everybody agrees with that, but you know, it's not specifically laid out. As long as it's hanging on the pipe, but we do not have escutcheon plates on these two pipes like we did on those two, and we did on those two, and we do on the commode. So we're missing some escutcheon plates. GFCI where it's supposed to be. This attic pull-down ladder comes down, and because of this pad, all right, it does not extend 100%. So I'm not sure that it will. I'm writing in the report that it does not extend 100%. I'd love to be wrong. I'm not a proud man. This room is heated and air conditioned by a mini split system. And I'll comment on we got the condensing units outside, but here it is we've got our mini split system. It's going through its adjustment stage. It's pretty well automated. The system's about 1 year old. It does operate, and there's a thermostat over here. It does operate on 410A refrigerant, which has, I know this system's 1 year old, I get it. You're going to be hard pressed to find a system of this vintage, this new. You're going to be hard pressed to find a system that doesn't have 410A in it, but 410A is no longer manufactured in the United States. It's no longer legally imported in the United States. Do they have a stockpile of it? Yeah, they do. And is it going to diminish over time? Yes, it will. And as it diminishes, is the service going to become more expensive? Yes, increasingly more expensive due to the outdated refrigerant that was used in it. So another thing for your extended warranty is that you're supposed to send your receipts and your invoices to the manufacturer. Look it up. And it says within 90 days. But if you want an extended warranty on this equipment, you've got to send that documentation to the manufacturer, and then you'll get your extended warranty. Every air conditioning tech I talk to says that they perform thousands of dollars a year on repairs that should have been covered under an extended warranty, but the people didn't fill out the paperwork.